Good morning, good afternoon, good evening. My name is Emmanuel Adegbola, and I want to welcome you to your program, Reinvention Show. This is a sub-topic, money mastery, that we are looking into how to make, manage, and multiply your money. And of course, we started this series a few weeks ago, talking about understanding money. Many people are looking for money, but they don't really understand money. And last week we started talking about what is money. What is money? Because if you don't understand what money is, it will be very difficult for you to understand where you have gotten money or when you have money. I asked a question last week. I said, okay, is this money? Absolutely. This paper is not money. This is fiat currency. Is this money? Absolutely. This also is not money. So if this is not money and this is not money, then what is money? So today, in order for us to understand what money is, we're going to be travel back to where money came from and talking about money evolution of money. That is what we're going to be doing. By the way, if you are connected with this show, do me a favor. Okay, type in your name and your location where you are connected from. I would like to appreciate you for joining us today. And if you are watching this on YouTube, do me a favor, like this video, share with someone, let them know that money mastery is life. And we will be continue in a second after this commercial break.
Are you ready to change your financial status this year? You are invited to Money Mastery. How to make, manage, and multiply money with Dr. Emmanuel Adegbola. Emmanuel Adegbola is an apostle of change, motivational speaker, and a minister of the gospel. You can't afford to miss out of this show. Join Dr. Emmanuel Adegbola, aka the Forks Apostle, every Thursday on Facebook and YouTube. The time is 7 a.m. Central Time. That's 8 a.m. Eastern Time. There's a wealthy place. There's a pathway that leads to the wealthy place. Dr. Emmanuel is ready to show you how to get there. Are you ready?
So, welcome back. So, when we talk about evolution of money, many people always, think back to trade by barter. But there are other systems that actually started before that. Why do we have to do this? This is not economics. Why do we have to discuss evolution of money? Because we have to understand where we are coming from. We have to understand what money is, because today, if people don't have what we call the paper money, like if somebody doesn't have this right now, the person will say, oh, I don't have money, I am broke. But there are other, that is not really money. And that is why we want to be discussing this. So let's look into it. Evolution level 1. We have what is called the hunter and the gatherer. It's either hunter, gatherer, or caveman era. Okay, the hunter, gatherer, caveman era. At this stage of evolution, people hardly wore clothes. No shops or malls, no cars, no bills to pay, no class system. Everyone was on the same level in many regards. Unlike today, the land was useless to them because they were yet to discover its potential. So at this particular evolution, this particular era, money as you know it today, okay, that is your currency and cards, were useless at that point. So at that particular time, talking about money, if you gave a caveman $1 million, there's nothing to do with it because there was nothing to buy. So that was where we started from, talking about the caveman, the gatherer. At this particular time, all they know is just, hunting. That was all they were doing. So that is where we started from. At this particular time, at this level, almost everyone was primarily a hunter who hunted to feed himself and his family just to survive from day to day. That was what they are doing. Their energy and skill to hunt were their major asset of their time. So at this particular time, what they have, what they could be proud of, what they have, is their energy, the energy and skill to hunt. So where were all of this today? Where have they gone to? Today now, if I don't have a job, it's like I'm jobless. It's like I'm broke. It's like okay, I have nothing to do. It's like I mean, Olusegun from Lagos, God bless you. Alayomi, God bless you. You are all welcome, and I really appreciate your time. So we are talking about money mastery, and in today we are looking into evolution of money, where we started from. How did we get here? So we start looking into the first one, which is the caveman era. And we said at this time, their energy and skill to hunt were their own money. That was what they were using. Okay, think back about your great grandfather. Okay, do they have the kind of skills you have today? Were they IT? Were they IT technologies? Were they doctors? Were they nurses? No. What they have was their energy and skill to hunt. That was their money. If energy and skill were their own money, why is energy and skill not seen as money today? If you have energy, you have skills, how come you look at yourself that you are broke, you are poor, and you don't have money? So energy is equals to hard work, and skill is equals to smart work. Okay? Energy is equals to what? Hard work, and skill is equals to smart work. So let me ask you a question. Is hard work and smart work not still relevant today? Why are there people, where are people looking for paper currency and not using their energy and skill to get what they want in today's world? That is food for thought that I want you and I to go over. Why do you think this is not relevant today? Why do you think people are not looking at energy? If you have energy, if you have skills, why is it that you are not looking at that as money? Why is it that if you don't have the paper money, you just feel, okay, you know what? I don't have money. I am broke. And that is why we are talking about this, understanding money, because if you understand what money is, it will be easy for you to understand when you have it. So I need you to comment. I want you to comment. Why do you think that energy and skills is it that they are not relevant today again, or what has happened? I need your comment. I want you to comment right there at the comment section, and I'll be attending to them. So let's continue. We are looking into the first one as the Gedra. So the level 2 evolution is the farming. The level 2 evolution is the farming, or what is called agrarian age. By the way, the book we are studying is The School of Money by Dr. Olumide Emmanuel. If you have not gotten yourself a copy, make sure that you get it. Very, very, this book after Bible, this is it. Okay, after Bible, this is it. Make sure that you get yourself a copy. Make sure you get yourself a copy. So we're talking about the farming and agrarian age. In the first level of evolution, the inhabitants of the land were more concerned about what was moving on the land, that is the animals, than the land itself or what was underneath. However, as man evolved, they discovered that the land had value, could be used for sowing and reaping. Hence, the farming or agrarian age was born. That was what gave back to farming. Okay, those who remain in level 1 as hunters that depend solely on their skills to hunt and refuse to transfer their energy and skills to farming, and hoeing plantations that gradually lost ground and became obscure and outdated, just like what we have today. If you still depend on go to school, have a good grade, graduate, be a good kid, and you will live happily after. If you still depend on that theory, you might be left stranded even in today's world. So we see the evolution of money from level 1 to level 2. The level 1 talking about the hunter, the caveman. The level 2 talking about the farming, agrarian. So now what has happened? We're going to continue talking about the level 3 in a second after we come back from this commercial break.
Are you ready to change your career, or are you looking to make extra income outside what you are currently making? Do you belong to one of these groups? 1. You've been hearing about cryptocurrencies or blockchain technology, but you don't have a clue how to get started. 2. You've been hearing about Forex trading, but you have no clue how to make money with it. 3. You have lost your hard-earned money into crypto sharks or Forex sharks. 4. You are sick and tired of your job and you want your freedom? The Forex Apostle Mentoring Program is the global leader in Forex, stocks, and crypto education. As a disciple of the Forex Apostle, you gain skills that you need to succeed in this new economy. Get more than just extra income. Start living life on your term and at your own design. Join the community of like-minded people working towards the same goal as you. Become a Forex disciple today. Visit www.theforexapostlementoring.com to join us.
You are welcome back. So today we are looking at evolution of money. How did we start? How did we get here? Because talking about money, understanding money, you need to understand where money came from. How did money evolve? How did we get here? And that is what we are talking about. We've talked about the first level of evolution, talking about the caveman. And we said that caveman, at that time, all what they depended on was their skill to hunt, their energy. Then from there, we graduated to the second level, talking about the farming. And at that particular age, people began to transfer their skills and their energy to farming, to understand how to nurture, how to create, plantations for their family, how to fend for themselves. So, and we also established the fact that those that remain in level 1, which talking about the caveman, and did not transfer their skills to farming and own plantations, they gradually lost ground. They gradually lost ground in second level of evolution. So realizing the importance of the land and the fact that affluence was tied to the size of plantation. So at this particular time, so the more plantation you have, the more richer you are, the more wealthier you are. And of course, the high class you belong. So many things began to happen. Many things began to change. So at this particular second evolution, that was what gave birth to class system. People began to have class. We began to have a royal lineage. We began to have kings. We began to have chiefs. People began to pay royalty, to the kings. And so if you want to farm, you get land from this particular area, and after, say, a while or once a year, you pay a royalty. You pay royalty to the king. You pay royalty to the king. Alayomi says skills and hard work is necessary, but not sufficient. Yes, skill and hard work was very necessary during, caveman era. During caveman era. But right now, as we will soon see, it is not enough. It is not sufficient. It is not sufficient. Just like a prayer and work. You could pray, but if you are not working, prayer alone is not sufficient. Okay, so talking about the class system, this particular farming era gave birth to class system. People began to have class. This particular era gave birth to polygamy, because if I had a farm, I wanted to, have many help. I needed many help. So that gave birth to polygamy system. It's very sad that today many people still live in farming era. Many people still live in all this mentality. Still feel that, okay, the more wives, the more children they have, the more wealthier it reflects. That is not in this age. Then in this particular era also, it gave back to slave trade, because people began to, they have more land, they have many land, and they needed help. So people began to buy people for skills. So I give you land, you give me your people, and they become slaves. And that is how some of us, Black Americans, that is how we got here. So then, of course, that gave birth to barter system. You see what I'm talking about? So when you ask many people about evolution of money, what they will tell you is, oh, we started from trade by barter. But it's not actually trade by barter. It's not actually trade by barter, but we're going to be looking at barter system. How did that really affect us? How did we get here? How did it help you? And how can you still use that same mentality, okay, to get what you want, in this particular era? Because at that particular barter system, if you don't bring anything to the marketplace, you don't go with anything. Okay, you don't go with anything. I hope you are enjoying this. If you are enjoying this, make sure you subscribe to that YouTube channel, like this video, and make sure that you share this with your friend. So we'll be continuing with this in a second.
Mariba Homes comprises of 4 diverse house types and options in 4 different locations. The Mariba homes are designed in such a way that there is something for everyone regardless of their income level and desire. Our modern designs and exceptional furnishing, coupled with our in-house interest-free mortgage option, makes home ownership easy for anyone to have. We have studio, 1, 2, and 3 bedroom bungalows and 4-bedroom terrace duplexes in 4 locations, now selling and available off-plan purchase. Mariba Bunker, your hiding place, studio bungalows. Mariba Nest, your budding place, 1-bedroom bungalow. Mariba Havana, your resting place, 2-bedroom bungalow. Mariba Cubano, your relaxation place, 3-bedroom bungalow. Mariba Terrace, your pleasant place, 4-bedroom terrace duplex. Our unique 3 to 5 year interest-free payment plan option makes this opportunity open for people of diverse income brackets. We also have options for people to buy into any of the house types, either as carcass, finished, or furnished. Our team of experienced workforce are available to discuss diverse personal options. For inquiries, please call 002-907-4588 or 009-144-7423.
Awesome, welcome back. So, those properties, if you need any of them, you can contact me on WhatsApp. You can send me an email, and I will hook you up. You don't have to wait till you have all the money, 100 million, 50 million, before you buy a property. You can make a payment plan and you can begin to make life easier for yourself. So, and of course, I am not a real estate agent. I'm not a realtor, but I know that this will help you. Okay, so let's continue. We're talking about understanding money. And for you to understand money, we need to understand where money came from. And that is why we are talking about money evolution. So we talk about how we started from, from caveman to farming. And of course, from farming, we said the farming era gave birth to so many systems like class system, polygamy system, slave trade system, and barter system. So class system, where we begin to have hierarchy, where we begin to have kings, we begin to have chiefs, and people began to pay royalty. Then, of course, we have the polygamy system, where people began to have more than one wives in order to have many children. And many people, sadly enough, still live in this era today because they believe that the more wives they have, the more children they have, the more they will be able to tell the world that they have arrived. But that is not true any longer. Then slave trade. Of course, this farming system also gave birth to slave trade, whereby people began to exchange their children for land, for money, and so on and so forth. And many people still live with that mentality today. We slave ourselves at our jobs that we hate, that we don't like. We slave ourselves in so many ways. Someone says that a fish in an aquarium is a slave, even though he or she might, or even though the fish might think that is enjoying, but at that particular time, that fish in an aquarium is a slave. It's just a word of thought for somebody. Then that gave birth to barter system. So the barter system was what many people know when we talk about evolution of money. So, and we're going to talk about that in a second. So what is trade by barter? What is trade by barter? At this stage, money evolved because their skills and energy are started producing more than they needed to survive. So at this time now, people began to have farms. They began to produce stuff that they needed to exchange. So trade by barter is an economic process which involves an exchange. So you go to the market, you bring beans, you get rice. That is using what you have to get what you want. Now, let's think about that for a second. If people, during trade by barter system, if what they were doing is trading what they have to get what they want, how come that is not working again today? I need your comment. How come it's not working today? How come that we believe that if you don't clock in and clock out, how come we believe that if you don't go 9 to 5, we still don't get money? What is it that you have that somebody also need, and that person can exchange for what you call money? So that is what I want to begin to think. This is not economics. We are not studying this to write exam. But understanding money, we need to understand where we are coming from. We need to understand where money is. And we need to understand how we got here so that you will understand that this is not really money. This is not money. And when we are talking about paper money, this is not money at all. This is not money. Of course, this is not money. This is not money. So if all of these are not money, if your check booklet is not money, your credit card, your debit card is not money. So what is money? That is why we are looking into this. That is why we are discussing this. And of course, trade by barter, as you can see, at this stage, money evolved, because their skills and energy have started producing more than they needed to survive. More than they needed to survive. And that is why we, people began to farm. In this era, something had to be brought to the marketplace to get something out. You don't bring anything, you don't go with anything. So what is it that you have to bring to the marketplace? Let me ask you that question. What is it that you have to bring to the marketplace? If you need $10,000 today, what can you bring to the marketplace that will get you $10,000? If you need $1,000 today, what can you bring to the marketplace that will give you $1,000? If you need $1 million today, what can you bring to the marketplace that will give you $1 million? That is what I want you to begin to think. Even as we discuss this, even as we look into this, in this particular era, okay, something had to be brought to the marketplace to get something out. If you had plantain and needed yam, you must look for someone who had yam and needed plantain. Then you could both negotiate value based on quantity, and make an exchange in unit and win-win situation. So this was what people were doing at this particular era. Okay, talking about trade by barter. You need plantain and I have rice. We could negotiate and know, okay, how many bag of rice we quantify the plantain that I need from you. So at this particular system, at this particular era, if you don't bring anything to the marketplace, you ain't get anything from the marketplace. So today, how come that it's just only our job? I'm not saying it is bad to work. We need that job to get the paychecks, but then we don't have to stay there. What is it that you have that somebody need in exchange for what they need? I want you to begin to think of that even as we begin to wrap up today, and we will be back in a second after this commercial break. Hi, my name is Emmanuel Adigbola from Abundant Grace Embassy, and I want to personally invite you to worship with us at Abundant Grace Embassy this Sunday by 9 a.m. Okay, every Sunday at Abundant Grace Embassy is always an exciting moment in the presence of God. We have great environment for kids to play and to learn from their teachers at Kids Church. Every Sunday we receive inspiring and encouraging words. Come and enjoy the atmosphere of worship, fellowship with others. Maybe you are looking for a church, or you are just relocating to an environment and you are looking for a change, or you've been disappointed where you're currently worshiping and God is leading you to another worship location, or you are looking for a church you could actually call a home. Our doors are open to receive you. Maybe you are sick, you need divine healing, you have an expectation you are trusting God for, and you are just looking for a way to start with God. Our doors are always open to receive you. We are located at 3603 Shepherd Lane, Bow Springs, Texas. The zip code is 75180. You can also call our church office at 214-960-1010 if you need a ride to church. We look forward to receive you and to worship with you this Sunday at Abundant Grace Embassy. God bless you, and we look forward to see you. I can't just wait to have an handshake with you. God bless you, and I will see you on Awesome, and welcome back. So once again, you and money mastery. Money mastery, how to make, manage, and multiply money. And we started talking about what is money. And we say in order for you to understand what money is, we need to understand where we came from. And that is why we are talking about evolution of money. How did money evolve? And we start talking how we started from the caveman to farming system. From farming system, the farming system gave birth to so many systems, like a class system where people began to have a hierarchy and begin to have class, gave birth to polygamy, gave birth to slave trade, and gave birth to trade by barter. And we concluded that, okay, in trade by barter, it is about what to bring to the marketplace. If you don't bring anything to the marketplace, you don't get anything from the marketplace. I hope you will sit down. I want to give you an assignment, okay? I want you to sit down and begin to write. I want you to think, okay, so what is it that I can bring to the marketplace in exchange for what I need? So you need $10,000 right now. Apart from your job that you have, what is it that you can bring to the marketplace that will, in exchange for that $10,000? You need $1,000 right now. What is it that you can bring to the marketplace? Okay, what is it that you can bring to the marketplace in exchange, okay, for that $1,000? That will be the assignment I'm going to be giving to you today, even as we conclude this program. By the way, if you like this video, do me a favor. Make sure you share this video with somebody, okay? You don't know whom you might be of blessing to. Many people need this financial intelligence. Many people need this financial IQ. Many people need this financial training. It's not about me. It's about saving the world. And when you are talking about you want to change the world, you can start by changing yourself, then change somebody, just one person. And if that person pays it forward, of course, the world will become a better place. Once again, I really appreciate you for today. I really, really appreciate you, and I don't take it for granted at all. And if you are in Dallas, if you are in state of Texas, especially in Dallas area, the weather is bad today. Make sure you stay safe. If you don't have to go out, if it's not mandatory for you to go out, make sure you stay safe. And I pray that God Almighty will keep all of us safe in the mighty name of Jesus. So don't forget, same time, same venue next week. Look forward to see you. God bless you. Once again, it's your friend, Emmanuel Adegbola, and I will see you next week.
Are you ready to change your financial status this year? You are invited to Money Mastery. How to make, manage, and multiply money with Dr. Emmanuel Adegbola. Emmanuel Adegbola is an apostle of change, motivational speaker, and a minister of the gospel. You can't afford to miss out of this show. Join Dr. Emmanuel Adegbola, aka The Forks Apostle, every Thursday on Facebook and YouTube. The time is 7 a.m. Central Time. That's 8 a.m. Eastern Time. There's a wealthy place. There's a pathway that leads to the wealthy place. Dr. Emmanuel is ready to show you how to get there. Are you ready?